When I was going through the study permit application process, I had a lot of questions in mind. Where do I begin? What are the ideal steps? What does my timeline look like? And what do I need to prepare to study in Canada? I don't want you to go through that fuss, and that's why in today's video, I'll be sharing the key steps that you need to do in order to study in Canada. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, before you do anything, the major hurdle before starting an application is finances. It could cost anywhere between 15,000 to 40,000 Canadian dollars per year for studies. And that depends on several factors such as what you study, where you study, and how long you study for. Okay, I won't really delve on it too much because I've already discussed the cost to study in Canada in this video. But the main point here is to make sure to get your finances in order. And by this I mean either saving up, getting a student loan, or asking for financial support from a family or friend. Now that finances are in order, the very first step in actually starting this whole process is finding a program that you want to study here in Canada. Emphasis on the want. Choose a program that will help you further your career, but if you're looking to change careers or you're still figuring out what career path to pursue, then I suggest you pursue a program that you genuinely feel excited about. And the reason why I'm saying this is oftentimes people fall into this trap of choosing a program that they don't like because they were told that it was ideal or in demand for PR, or that it was cheap or easy to study. But making short-sighted decisions like this never end up pretty because you end up signing for something that you don't even like. So really take the time to understand what it is that you want to pursue, because just imagine you're going to be spending years of your life learning this in a foreign country, and if you're going to spend that much time, you might as well enjoy it. Now, once you determine what it is that you would like to pursue, the next step is finding a school that offers your chosen program. But not just any school, it has to be a designated learning institution. The reason for this is if you're planning to study in Canada for more than 6 months, you'll need a study permit. And the prerequisite to apply for a study permit is making sure that the school you choose is a designated learning institution. But, Rach, how will I know if the school I choose is a DLI? Let me show you. So the first step is to go to Google and type DLI Canada. Click the link that you see on your screen, scroll to the bottom of the page, choose your chosen province in Canada, and all the schools that you see on this list are designated learning institutions. You can filter it by name or city, which makes searching for schools easier and faster. But if you already have a list of preferred schools and you just want to check if they're a designated learning institution, you can do so by typing the name in the filter box. If you see the name of your chosen school on the list, it is a DLI. Now, some students would like to have the option of working in Canada after graduation. It's important to note that while all the schools listed on that website are DLIs, not all schools found in there are PGWP eligible. And just to back it up a bit, a PGWP or a postgraduate work permit allows you to work in Canada after graduation. So if you want to have that as an option, make sure that the program you choose is eligible for a postgrad work permit. And here's how to check it. So going back to the same page we left off, you'll notice 4 columns. So that's the name of the institution, DLI number, city, and if it offers PGWP eligible programs. You'll want to focus on the 4th column, as this will help you determine if the school offers PGWP eligible programs. It's pretty straightforward. If it says no, then it isn't PGWP eligible. So if you're okay with not working after graduation, then you can proceed with that school. And if it says yes, then all of the programs offered are PGWP eligible. And you can find that more common in public schools than private schools. But if it says yes plus details, then only certain programs offered by that school are PGWP eligible. If you want to see which programs are, then click on details and find the PGWP eligible programs listed on the new page. After choosing a school and program, the next step is to check if you are eligible for program entry. Each school will have a general entrance requirement and program-specific requirements. And between the two, you should especially focus on the program-specific entrance requirements. Some programs are difficult or competitive and will have stricter entrance requirements. For instance, engineering is typically a competitive and challenging program. As such, it will have higher entrance requirements such as having a high GPA or getting a high IELTS score. And take note, even if you meet the minimum program entry requirements, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are accepted into the program, as spots are limited. In cases like this, it's good to be prompt. Now, once you check and you meet the minimum program entrance requirements, it is now time to submit a school application. Each school will have its own system on how to submit a school application, and some are done online or some are done in paper form. But generally, students are required to submit the following documents. First, a school application along with the school application fee, your academic transcript, a copy of your passport, and maybe even a letter of intent or a personal statement explaining why you want to pursue that program. After you submit one, the admissions team will review your application to see if you fit the bill. If you meet the requirements and there is a spot available for you, then you will be given what is called an offer letter, a letter of offer, or an offer of admission from the school. Now, letter of offers or LOOs basically states that you have been conditionally accepted into your chosen school and program. But yes, I want to emphasize that this is a conditional offer, meaning there are additional steps that you would have to fulfill, such as paying a security deposit, sending your official transcript, or signing or returning your letter of offer. After fulfilling these conditions, the school will then issue you a letter of acceptance. Now, this part is very important, guys, so please listen. An LOA is a required document for your study permit application. And the reason for that is an LOA is your proof that you have been officially accepted to your program of study. This is one evidence to prove to the visa officer that you are in fact a genuine student who will study in Canada. So make sure to convert your LOO into an LOA before you start with your study permit application. Okay, from experience, this part is the lengthiest process, and that is gathering supporting documents for your study permit application. Oh man, guys, it took me several months to get certain documents, such as renewing my passport because mine was about to expire, requesting documents from slow-paced government agencies, or it may even take several weeks to book an appointment, such as an IELTS exam. There were also a lot of lags that I experienced because when I started my study permit application, I was still finishing university, which meant I couldn't really start the process until I graduated. So these things called life, if not dealt with properly, might prolong your immigration timeline and in effect delay your arrival to Canada. The key ingredient here is managing your time wisely and taking a proactive approach in dealing with certain tasks. One way to stay on top of this is by creating a table or an Excel sheet or perhaps even a Gantt chart. That way you can organize your schedule and efficiently gather your documents. After getting your LOA and getting your documents ready, it's time to move on to the immigration side of things. Your next step is to apply for a study permit. Now you have two options here. You can either do the application yourself or hire an authorized representative to assist you with your application. For either option, the following will have to be completed: completing a study permit application, uploading all supporting documents, writing a statement of purpose or letter of intent, and paying the application fees. After that, you will just have to submit your complete study permit application and wait for a decision from IRCC. If you're approved, congratulations! Get your plane ticket, pack your bags, and get ready to come to Canada. However, if you are refused, then you may want to consider reapplying or appealing the decision to the federal court. If I'm being completely honest, if you do get a study permit application refused, I highly encourage you to seek legal advice from a Canadian immigration lawyer. And the reason for that is they know more on refusals than you will, and they're in a better position to help you improve your chances on your new application. Personally, I would rather spend some money for peace of mind on a legit Canadian immigration lawyer than going into something that I'm not confident about and just shooting in the dark and hoping for the best. So yeah, food for thought. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for today. If you enjoyed the video or found this video helpful, it would really mean a lot to me if you could please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks again for watching. Be safe and be kind. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.